All right, I'll be totally honest. I don't know what's going on here. So I don't even know if anybody's watching. The video that was supposed to plan was a video that actually recorded maybe about maybe a couple of days on how to market your coaching business. It was a decent video where I gave tips and hints as a digital marketer with my own company, where I gave and some ideas on what some past clients, a coaching business that was in Virginia, and and an acting business that was in San Pedro, California. There's some tips that I gave them that if you are one of those, if you are a coaching business, whether you're an athletic coach or even a personal trainer or anything like that, and on the other, uh, some practical things that you can take, like make you a lot of money, right? And they're really good, really out of the box ideas. And if you take advantage of it, like you'll be like it can really do. So that video was supposed to play. See if I can get it going. If not, then just don't really know what's going on right now. Even share a screen and do this. So I'm doing this with Restream. Restream is a live app. It's good for podcasting. It's good for social selling. It's good for a lot of different things. If you have live events, you can just put on Restream and then just stream that video that you're recording. Stream it to your YouTube. Stream it to your LinkedIn. Stream it to your TikTok. Stream it to a lot of different places. You can even stream it to Amazon Live. There's a lot of different capabilities, and you can include this little bottom line down here that I have. You can also do some things, give you a live demo right now. Captions, putting in lower thirds. So if a podcast, something like this pops up, you can sound this down here. This is Brick by Brick Podcast. This is where this is streaming. You can show it right here. You can things, but this is what's going on. At the very least, what I want to give is just tell people that there is a platform right here where you can stream live. You can stream your podcast live to it. The best part, right? The best part is you can take your live, and with a paid subscription, which is like I just paid like $19 a month, but with a paid submit it to Restream, just one button click, and maybe like a couple content for you, and then post it to those platforms that you just recorded it on. So you got your long form content, but you can also do. I wish it was kind of just a hang out with me kind of thing. I'm in my garage. So this is what I'm doing. So the marketing idea that I had for my coaching business, and again, this is supposed to be titled "What to Do During Your Downtime," like some marketing. Some businesses have an off season. They're seasonal. Business that I was working with, they had most of their spring and summer months. But then as a client, because he said that he didn't get much traction. And I was thinking, but this is where you really should be doing most of your, not the most, but like you should still be going. Because I look at it this way: is your audience, did they just go away during the months? No. Did they just during the winter months when they're not with you? They didn't just go off the face of the earth. They're still engaged, and you can still engage them. So keep posting content even during that off season, even during those winter months when you're not coaching and training for kids. Actively training, no, but you can absolutely get the most out of them during those off season. So my advice to him was during that off season, come up with a coaching program, a skills program in a month, something they can do during those off months. That'll keep their skills fresh. That way, when you see them during during those on months, right, during the preseason or whatever, they're sharper than what they were before. And the financial advantage is there's an app, and I can't think of what it's called, but there's a coaching app where you can take videos of maybe different moves or things that you want them to work on during the off season. Send that to them as a subscription, right? So it's a subscription, so you still getting paid during those off months. They're still fine tuning their skills during those off months, and you can, like, that's your coaching program, right? So you're still getting an income when you're not even out there coaching. You're not working with the kids. You're not working on soccer, but you're still getting paid. You be sitting in your bed, just monitoring their progress. And the way it works is, like I said, you could take videos of you going through drills to guide them, and you can do a step by step kind of, for example, beginner, intermediate, advanced, how their progress is going. You can track them getting better. And like I said, making money. And if you offer it as a package, you got your in person classes or your in-person sessions. You package that along with the off season, and now that boosts your credibility because you're not just with them during the on season or during the season. So and I'm gonna get that. I want to look it up now, but I'm gonna get that and then maybe put it in the chat or whatever. But it's gold. It's gold, and nobody's. What coaches do you know of that have a program? Coaches do you know that have a program like that have an app that your players can, and even better, that platform has built this coach. You do weightlifting, it has built-in motion. It's easily assemble. It's very user friendly. You can easily assemble and then send it to your clients, send it to your players, and you don't even have to take videos. It'll do all of that for you, like all of those videos and all of those moves and things. They'd be agility, Jill. All of those are already in the app. I'm gonna put it in the chat once I look it up. But those are some things that you can use to market your coaching business. If you're an actor, so I had an actor that was a new group of actors, not that much at that much money, they said. It's like, look, your resources, use the people around you. And I found out that there's a fish market that's around them. literally right around the corner from them. Same city, literally right around the corner. Which I did. I found out that they had, I want to say it's like a Netflix series. So they're pretty popular. Everybody in the city knows them. It's a fishing town. So that San Pedro Fish Market is where, like, that's the go-to spot where everybody goes. Opportunity. What they wanted was more people. They wanted more members. They had two things. They wanted people to see their upcoming show. Work it out with the fish market. Like maybe it's gonna stand out to them, but not many people DMing for that reason on Instagram. Right? And hey, we're a new Actors Guild in town. We want to make it more your for your clients or for the people who go there. We want to give them a show for free. It's not going to cost you anything. We want to give them a show. And in return, what we want is just the opportunity to pass out flyers for our upcoming show. And then at the end of our show, we're looking for members. It's LA. It's in LA County. So there's going to be a lot of people interested in acting because that's just the nature of LA. And what that show is, maybe that's an improv show. Maybe that show is an improv, just kind of off the cuff, maybe lightly scripted before, and then just go in. These are all trained actors, so improv is nothing new to them. That's what they do every single week when they train. They do it often. It's in their blood. It's what they do. So go there, improv, put on a show. That in itself is going to be just a little nap. That in itself is going to be, it's going to stick out in people's brains because when they go to the fish market, nobody's going to expect an improv show. Right? And when they do see that improv show, they're going to pull out their phones. Right? People are going to pull out their phones and they're going to start taking pictures. They're going to put it on their own social media. They're going to put it on Instagram. They're going to put it on pictures to their friends. They're going to send videos to their friends. And even if this was my recommendation to, was have somebody, they pull out their phone and they start recording. It's just the nature of people. If I see somebody else pull out their phone and start recording, that gives me the freedom. That gives me permission to pull out my phone and start recording. Right? Monkey see, monkey do. People do what people do. People do what other people tell them to do. Human nature. And then at the end of the show, you obviously revealed that it was an improv. It was an act. So you say, hey, we're blah, blah, blah from San Pedro. We just opened up. Did you guys like the show? Did I catch you off guard? Right. So be a little human, add a little bit of humor to it. And then just be upfront and say, hey, by the way, thank you for the San Pedro Fish Market for letting us do that. That way they know that you're not just acting a fool, that you actually had permission from the managers to do that. And say, look, we're looking for actors. We're new actors. We're looking for writers. We're looking for directors. That's you. Then we'd love to talk to you about joining our group or have a little plaque. And so they can talk to somebody personally and not really a face-to-face kind of person, or if they just scan and go. Say, look, here's a ticket. Look, if you take a ticket and tell them at the door of the fish market That's 10% off. Or if you buy a ticket a week, then we'll enter you into a drawing into our VIP. That way, with a VIP, you can go backstage and have a glass of wine with the actors, meet the actors, right? Something like that. Um, yeah, like there's a lot of different ways you. That takes no money. That takes no money. The fish market is going to love you. Entertainment to their venue. They don't specialize in entertainment. They just make good food. Good food and good entertainment is always going to stick out in people's minds. You, as an Actors Guild, are helping stick out in people's minds. So there you go. You go. That's an opportunity, a free opportunity for you to gain more members, and increase your revenue, your membership revenue, and you increase your ticket sales. Right? By doing something fun and free. And if you really want to get in good graces with the fish market, so you keep coming back, if they, let's say they have something new on the menu, you communicate that beforehand. If they have something new on the menu, your act can actually include that item that they just came out with that they're trying to promote. So you actually promote for them. Let's say they came out with a new, I don't know, we call it drink A. In your improv, in your act, you mention that you just got drink A from over there. You just got drink A from that person. You can mention how much it costs, whether it was a BOGO, or you can say how good it tasted in a low-key improv kind of way. Now people in the audience, they're looking like, oh, snap. Yeah, I didn't know they had that. Let me go over there and order that. So you're doing them a favor too. You're doing your, like, it's mutual. It's mutual. And guess what? Other people in the audience who have businesses, who have pizza places, any kind of restaurants, any kind of shop, they're going to want you to come to their shop because you bring them business. You enhance the customer experience for them. And at that shop, you say, hey, we're a new group of actors. We want members. Or you can come to our show, get a ticket today, and be entered into a drawing for our VIP area. You can have wine and come backstage and meet the actors. Like, there's a bunch of different ways you can play that. Have news agencies come out, and they can, if you do enough of these, now there's a trend. News people like trends. Now get this. Here's the thing. You may say, why would I invite the news when most people don't watch the news? First of all, this is in probably an older, more established town where people are used to traditional media. So news is, a lot of people watch the news every morning. A lot of older people watch the news every morning. But even if they don't, more people are on social media. You can use that news coverage as social media content. And that's what's called authority. It's called authority. Oh, you were on the news? Even though a lot of people don't watch the news, they still see it as an authoritative source because it's monitored only by professionals. Social media, anybody can be on social media. But news is only seen by and only disseminated by professionals. So you have that authoritative nature to your content, to your business. And then on your website, as seen on whatever. On all of your flyers, as seen on whatever. There's a bunch of different ways you can play that. And guess what? Every single last one of those moves is free. Except for maybe printing out flyers. Free. Free. They paid me $100 a month to come up with ideas like that. Realistically, I'd be honest, they could have just Took the first conversation. Micah, thank you for the suggestion. Love them. They're awesome. Here's your $100. We're firing you next month because we're going to implement this. So if you're an Actors Guild or if you're a coach, that's free game for you. That's free game. I'm going to end the stream because I'm hungry. By the way, follow, if you go to YouTube, follow the Brick by Brick podcast, Jax. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. And Brick by Brick podcast is just a podcast where I am going to local businesses here in Jacksonville, and I'm going to be their intern for a day. So they're going to train me on whatever they do. If you've seen the show Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe, where he goes out and he participates and does some of the dirtiest jobs in America with the workers with those companies. Same thing, but I ain't doing no dirty job. Like I got my man Baker that I work with. He has a food truck in Jacksonville, so I'm gonna be there on Sunday. So I'm gonna be there in a few days. So yeah, he's gonna teach me how to make ribs and barbecue chicken and all that other stuff. So yeah, follow the Brick by Brick podcast, Jax. There'll be a lot of different businesses that I'll be highlighting, and they're gonna show me what they do. And maybe I'll throw in some marketing tips if you too have a food truck or you too have one of the businesses they have. Cool. All right. Deuces. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. That's my free game.